Yeah, hello guys. So today I'll be covering chapter 1. So chapter 1 is quadratic equations and functions. So firstly, let's look at the learning objectives. So by the end of this lecture, you should be able to solve quadratic equation using three methods, which is completing the square, the formula method, and lastly the graphical method. You may be wondering what quadratic equation is. So just a quick recap. It is any equation that goes like this, ax squared plus bx plus c. Okay? You probably have come across this previously, but yeah. And then the second part would be solving fractional equations. And lastly, by the end of this, you should be familiar with sketching graphs of quadratic equations. Okay? Okay, so firstly, let's look at this method called completing the square. Uh, Previously for quadratic equations, I believe this is how you'd have solved it. When you're given an equation like this, like like the one here, x squared minus 5x minus 6 equals to 0, you'd have drawn the table to get this, and then you solve for this. Correct? Okay, just a quick side note. You can also do all this using your calculator, especially for the newer model, which is this model. So, how you can do it is you need to press menu, then 522, and then you can type the coefficients of the equation. So for your x squared, the coefficient is 1, this is minus 5, and this is minus 6. So you just type this, and then your answer would be x1 equals to 6, x2 equals to 2. So it gives the final answer only. So if you still need to write this, then you need to work backwards. Okay, this is just a side note. You will come across this more often in future. Okay, so completing the square method. So this is how it goes. So let's do an example here. Okay, let's look at an example. So if you have this equation, which goes x squared plus 10x equals to 0, your first step is, okay, let's say if you have a constant called c, your first step is to bring the constant over. Okay, so you bring it over, then it becomes minus c. But in this case, there's no constant, so let's just look at the equation. So you have this equation which goes x squared plus 10x